the Long Island Tea Podcast.
I can't believe it.
3 years strong.
3 years strong.
We start every episode with saying, how you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
We're at the Gurney's Seawater Spa. We're at the incredible Ahika Castle.
We are on the beautiful Shelter Island.
At the Selfie Clubhouse. I mean, when do you get the chance to have Adventureland yourself?
Taste of Long Island. We have besitos.
Hi, neighbors. How are you?
Woo! Welcome back to Long Island Tea, where we spill the tea on living your best Long Island life. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Sharon. Welcome back.
Thank you. Literally.
Yeah.
I just got back last night.
I love this.
Yeah. And I've been like running all day. You know, when you come back from being on personal time, vacation, it's like you always pay the price.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So I'll say to you, I haven't hardly seen you. How you doing?
How you doing? I'm doing good.
Yeah. I don't think I've pretty much since we filmed last time, I haven't seen you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a little chat here and there, but
yeah, we keep in touch, of course, always. But it's been super crazy, fun, busy. I went to Chicago, as I was saying. Chi-Town. Because Thomas is from there.
Yes.
So his parents still live there, and Penelope, our daughter, goes to Loyola.
I love it.
Chicago there. Oh my God. She toured us all around. You got to meet her friends.
Oh, that's so cool.
We went to Italy, take her to breakfast the next day. And we got to see everything. That campus is so beautiful.
I saw your pictures and just that entrance. My goodness.
Oh, well, it's right on the water.
It's right on the water.
It's right. I mean, it's like 20 minutes. I mean, it's right down the street from downtown Chicago. It's
that's
like
awesome.
It's like a borough,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And it's right on the water. So it's great to see her in her element.
I love that.
Yeah. I mean, you know how it is when you're on vacation and it's vacation, but you're still seeing family.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, Thomas and I, we're not on the beach.
Right. That's what my every vacation consists of, going to
family.
Going to see family.
I know. I'm like looking at everybody else's vacation pictures in Antigua.
Yeah. Turks and Caicos.
And I'm like, I mean.
It's nice.
It was nice.
Yeah.
So we spent 2 nights in downtown Chicago.
I love that.
And then we went to the
I have
burbs.
to ask you, what did you like? The thin crust or the deep dish?
Oh, I'm a total thin crust pizza.
Yeah.
I'm not a Chicago person.
But like people make you, they're like like one in Chicago.
Of course. No, my in-laws too. My mother-in-law, she's like, we came back and I'm like, we have pizza leftovers. I had thin crust. Tegan and I had thin crust. Thomas got the deep dish. Or not, in Chicago, they have the stuffed pizza. And I'm just like, no, I don't want to eat any kind of pizza called stuffed pizza.
Right.
But okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And she was like, does your thin crust have pepperoni? I'm like, yeah. She's like, I'll take the deep dish. I'm like, okay. Okay. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not a Chicagoan. Even before I moved in here, I am a New York pizza.
Yes.
Like Italian style floppy.
Yeah.
Look, that's how we roll.
Hot and cheesy. Like,
I love the pizza at Italy. I got it. It's, to me, like the wood fire.
Oh, yeah. So good.
With that crust. Look at the big black bubbles on it.
I love that.
That's I don't know. I don't know what kind of pizza that is. That's like Neapolitan, right?
Yeah, it's like brick oven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, no, I don't do deep dish pizza. But I love Chicago. We went to Portillo's. Have you ever been there?
No.
It's like the famous Chicago hot dog.
Okay.
Also, it's like famous. It started in Chicago a million years ago. They have them in Phoenix now. I think I've been there once in Phoenix. So I was like, I got to get this hot. The relish came out. I just got mine with, of course, they have them with peppers and all these other things.
Loaded,
Thomas gets his like the real Chicago way.
Yeah, he knows.
You're supposed to.
Yeah.
Me, no. I'm
Just
like
like a hot
I just
dog.
want mustard and relish because I'm basic. The relish was a neon green like I've never seen in my life.
Oh my gosh.
It was
Why?
Not normal.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's
I mean,
okay. I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah. It's
I don't
probably
know.
like freshly made. Like we're used to
Literally
Heinz
neon.
relish.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I was like, this has to be food coloring.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know what maybe I don't know what real relish looks like. Anyway, but we had a great time in Chicago. We did lots of great food, some shopping.
Did you go to the Bean?
No, we've been to the Bean a couple times now, so we didn't do the Bean. And it was kind of cold. It was early. But you know what we did? What I've always wanted to do, and I've never done it there, ever since seeing the movie The Breakup, which was one of my favorite movies based in Chicago. We did the architectural boat cruise
Oh, so cool.
along the river.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so cool.
That
And
is
you know
so
what I
cool.
loved about it is I'm always comparing everything to Long Island. I love how they've reinvented themselves. You know, they were talking about in the olden days, initially, the river was gross.
Yeah.
It was all industrial plants. They
Right.
used it, they didn't use it for tourism,
Right.
you know, and for
It was
real
for
estate.
shipping and
Right. They used it for whatever. Yeah. And so you can still see a couple of remnants about that, but it's taken them decades to figure out that the river is an asset. The water is an asset. And there's still, now you can go even new, like fairly new since we've been there last time, you can go on the river walk like lower level and there's all these breweries and restaurants. You can dine along the
so
water.
cool.
I'm like, this is,
They didn't have that when I was there
Right.
a few years back. I did that cruise and it was so cool. And I was like fascinated by it. Same
Yes.
thing. I was like,
it was cool. Montgomery Ward started there. It was it was like the original Amazon.
Yeah.
Because they did everything in catalog.
Yeah.
In the postage. And so they had the largest post office in the world there. And they've had to then reconfigure all of these buildings for modern day and modern usage and corporations. It's really interesting to watch how they've reinvented themselves as a major city. Because they weren't like, they were smaller back in the day than St. Louis and Pittsburgh and all these other cities were more bustling and thriving than Chicago.
Yeah.
But they've had to constantly reinvent themselves. And I think it's a good lesson for everybody, including us here on Long Island. Like, you can't just sit back and, you know,
Wait.
and not constantly be thinking about not changing or not, you
just
know,
be innovative.
but yes, evolving, you know, evolving and there's so much, we're surrounded by water here.
Yeah.
So many wonderful places, but it's not all the, you know, we don't have a tremendous amount of opportunities for hotels on the water and restaurants on the water and, you know, river walks. There should be like walkways. Cause when you drive down Pacific Coast Highway in California, you're driving with ocean views the whole time.
beautiful.
And our makeup here is a little bit different. Like, we have Ocean Parkway, which is awesome.
That's beautiful. But it's also like I don't know if it's the way the water line is here, I think has a big deal with it.
Yeah, because of erosion and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah, I think it's just the makeup of Long Island a little bit different. But I'm seeing it more and more that people are looking at the waterfront and looking at ways we can better utilize it and capitalize on it.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was interesting. I loved it. It was good. And then we went to the Burbs for a couple nights and just had a good time.
Yeah.
And now I'm back. And man, today has been wild. I started off, you know, you come back from vacation. I hadn't even taken my makeup and stuff out of my suitcase.
Right. Everything's still packed.
You know, you wake up the next
I
morning and you
know,
have
and you
a
hit and
morning
run.
meeting
Yeah.
in the Hamptons.
Yeah.
Which, listen,
Who's you know, got it better than us.
Not something to complain about. But like, still trying to dig my makeup out of my suitcase as I'm getting ready this morning. Got to hit the road early to get out there because it's a popular place.
Yeah.
So
And you gotta beat that traffic.
you got to beat that trade parade traffic, which we know of. If you live on the East End, you know, all the workers go out and they come back. So it was great. We were out at the Southampton Inn this morning. Ed and I went. And awesome meeting with our legislator out there and her team, I love her team. And there's a new mayor that got elected in July. And he was great. Bill Manger, I think, Manger, Manger, you know.
Yeah.
Awesome. And the deputy mayor, it was really cool about how we can really let the world know that their main point was that the Hamptons, particularly Southampton, and there's the cute little village of Southampton Village, they're open year round.
Right. Right.
You know, and we say this all the time.
Yeah. There's so many.
And they're
you
like,
don't have
Kristen,
to come
they're like
just
trying
in
to
the
convince
summer.
me. They're like, Kristen, why go anywhere else when you can come here? And I'm like, no, I say this all the time.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I know this. You don't have to convince me.
Yeah.
I'm like, Sharon and I talk about it all the time on the podcast, that the best time to go out east, and that's North Fork and South Fork, the Hamptons, you can get some. I mean, I went there today. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. And I do love like a winter day, like when it's,
that's
you
true. I
know,
like a winter day,
love a
too.
winter day out there.
Yeah.
Because it's quiet. It's beautiful. You can actually see, you know, the streets aren't crowded and it's
true.
it's really
even
nice.
today, which is April. Top 10 day. I mean, it was a little chilly this morning,
But the sun is beautiful.
Sunny, picture perfect. And honestly, there was like no they were asking me. I'm like, I didn't hit the traffic. It was easy breezy,
good.
getting in and out.
Good.
And you go shopping and go do your thing.
Yeah,
Just
I
go
love
hang
that.
out in the Hamptons.
I love that.
So great meeting. Speaking of Sharon,
Yeah.
hot off the presses.
Yeah.
we've got new merch.
I know.
We've been talking about this for a while.
I love this. I love this. I was in Nolan's office yesterday going over the report that we were given, and I saw some mock-ups, and I'm like, I love this.
Well, we've been talking about it a long time, capitalizing on the fact that the Hamptons are on Long Island.
Right. We're
always like, discover Long Island this, Long Island that. But a lot of people, believe it or not, like especially on the West Coast, they don't know that the Hamptons are on Long Island. We're at the Chicago airport on our way back. We wanted to go grab a bite. We ate at the Hampton Social.
Oh, so cool.
It's all about the Hamptons.
I love it.
Hampton water, the Hampton spritz. They have the lobster rolls.
Awesome.
They have the Shelter Island tacos. I mean, it's amazing.
That's so cool.
Everybody knows the Hamptons, but people don't always connect them with our brand of Long Island.
Yeah.
So we've been wanting some Hamptons merch.
Yeah.
Because people want to buy. We want a brand. We want to wear our brand. Yeah. So I'm going to reach over. In case you're looking on YouTube, I'll pull it up. Our new Hamptons hat.
So cute.
Hamptons, New York. First of all, it's Nike.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's an amazing hat.
It is beautiful.
And it fits like a glove. I put it on.
It looks so adorable. Like it's so
I love
cute.
It's got the rounded rim.
Yeah. I love that it's unisex. Like it's not
absolutely.
I like that anybody can pull it off.
Yeah, I think a couple of our old hats had like the rustic look or the worn, and mostly like girls wore that, right?
Yeah.
But no, this is definitely unisex, black with white, the Hamptons, New York on there. And I'm just proofing, I've got it literally in my lap right now. The rest of our Hamptons merch, we're getting like a cool zip up hoodie and some long sleeve tees.
So cute.
Perfect for as we get ready for our beach weather.
Yeah, our summer nights.
Exactly, because you still want to. You got to take that long sleeve. You're going to be freezing at the beach as soon as that sun dips. It's behind that horizon.
I know, and that's like my favorite. I love me. I love a good beach day, but I love hanging as long as I can until I get kicked out. And I pack a bag of long sleeve tees or hoodies and a blanket, just like because after you're done with the water and playing in the sand, you just chill out.
It's the best. I'm telling you, it's the best thing. I love it about a beach day is that it's warm, nice and toasty. And then as soon as the sun goes down, you get that beach chill.
Yeah, I love it.
Coming from a place that was like 100 degrees
all the time,
at midnight,
all day.
Like having that cool down and being like, oh, I need my long sleeved, my hoodie or my blanket. It's heaven.
Fantastic.
When you've been in the sun
I love that.
So I'm very excited. You can go to shop.discoverlongisland.com. And the hat's up there. Our new Dave & Buster's mugs from our event.
Were up. That was so much fun.
We had such a good time.
I have to tell you, I love our networking mixers.
Yeah.
I felt like I didn't know a single soul in that room when I walked in. I'm like, who are all these people? I love it. So there's a lot of networking.
We have so many new partners.
We do.
And a lot of people I met that we've been talking about internally. Kevin, I got to meet finally the tiki boat guy.
He's so cool.
And he was exactly like Angelica described him. And he runs this tiki boat business out of Oakdale.
Okay.
And it's going to be so fun.
I love it. And we're going to do like a fun committee event on there. I can't wait.
I was very excited to meet him. And then I'm probably going to butcher this, Michael, but this place I've been dying to go to since it opened in the Hamptons, in Watermill, actually. It's the Shugi Bon House.
Oh,
you know
they just
what I'm talking
started.
About? It's like this Japanese, very high-end Japanese spa.
Yes, and I think that East End News 12 went there.
Yeah, Erin Colton was there, and I saw her doing it. But it's literally, if you know the East End at all, it's right in between. It's right next to the Parish Art Museum.
Oh, so
it's
cool.
in between the Parish Art Museum and what used to be called the White Fences Inn. I don't know the name of it now. Yeah. But it's. And he's like, you've got to come. You got to come. I'm like, okay.
I didn't know he was there. That's awesome.
He was so cool. And he's also, I guess his wife is the marketing manager. They're new.
Okay.
And so they just became members of Discover Long Island. They were like, why aren't we members? I'm like, this is what I've been saying for a couple years.
Exactly.
So he came from, I want to say Connecticut, where he worked for a DMO, maybe Vermont.
Oh, okay.
So he understands.
Yeah, that's
which was amazing.
awesome.
And then he's like the area salesperson for the residents in Riverhead.
Okay, very cool.
Oh my God. To your point.
Yeah.
So many people. That was fun.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
Benjamin
was so cute.
Who
so
the
good.
whole QR code on the Dave & Buster's pint glass was his idea.
Yeah.
King.
He's so awesome.
He was awesome.
Yeah.
Hung out with him like the whole night. He's like money, but he's going to be in, because I leave this weekend. What day is it? Oh, I leave next Thursday. to go move kids out of a dorm. And then I said, for some reason, I noticed on the last podcast, I said Vegas. It's not Vegas. It's LA. I'm going, I don't even know where I'm going.
Well, I thought when you said that, I thought you were flying in from.
No, I don't know what. I was like, what? Where did that come from?
Phoenix to LA.
I'm not going to Vegas. I'm going Phoenix to LA. I was
Who's
listening
going to
to it.
Vegas?
I was like, who's going? I'm not going to. I haven't been to Vegas in years. I don't know why that came
That
off
is
my.
so funny.
This is where I'm at mentally.
Yeah.
I don't even know like where. Some
because
Southwest city.
literally the month of May,
Crazy.
like non-existent.
It's why. And so Benjamin, everyone's like, everyone goes to IPW. This
he's
giant
going
trade
too?
show. Yeah, everyone's
Good.
like, you're going there. I'll see you there. And it's just like the calendar is booked.
Oh yeah,
It's intimidating.
it isn't. But you always have a good time.
I know, but it's like, ugh.
And you always a lot of business comes from
I'm
there.
telling you, everybody's there. Everybody's like, I'm going to come by your booth. I'm going to see you there. We'll talk about this there. It's like you're just nonstop because everybody in the world, like everybody in the country convenes.
Yeah.
In this one. And honestly, the world, because it's international in this one spot. So anyway, that's next week. We'll deal with that next week. But guess what we have right now to help me prepare, to help me transition.
To get you ready.
In between coming back from vacation and getting ready to go is this wonderful taste of Long Island.
Coastal restaurant in Bayshore. And they provided us with some delicious margaritas for Cinco de Mayo coming up.
Sharon, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Are you like single-handedly bringing in all these Bayshore restaurants?
No. I'm like, what is happening? We have all these Bayshore restaurants. And I feel like a lot, I don't know.
I'm saying it's Sharon's fan
All
club.
right. Maybe.
I feel like every restaurant in Bayshore, and they all are Taste of Long Island. They like love it.
They love it.
I think it's you.
That must be. I don't know.
Where's my East Setauket restaurants at?
Right? Come on.
What's going on?
What's the new one that you just went to for your anniversary?
Elaine's. It was good.
Yeah.
I got to go there again. It was really good.
Yeah.
This smells so good.
It's so good. Coastal is literally on Main Street in Bayshore, and they are so fun. They have like games. They have a pool table. They have like shuffleboard
You've
and
been
stuff.
there, of
Yeah,
course,
it's so much
'cause you
fun.
go everywhere. I feel like they just literally follow you.
They are doing a Cinco de Mayo event. It's happening on May 5th with food specials all day and over 10 different flavors of fresh margaritas and JHAUS Band Performing 4 to 8 p.m. They are having this new menu based off of their recent trip to Mexico. It's been influenced by their trip. So they have the steak and chicken tacos that they provided us for our Taste of Long Island. And we have some delicious margaritas here. Michael, what are the names?
So we've got the coconut rose margarita, the pineapple coconut margarita, and the mango margarita.
And I'm drinking the mango because we know
Yeah.
from past experiences I don't like the pineapple.
Yeah, Sharon.
But if our man Ted was here, he would be the Pineapple Express.
Yeah, I took a little sip, but I'm going to. I'm trying to hit a bar later, so I gotta be careful. I'm gone for a week.
Yeah.
I'm never here, so I gotta go.
This one's like it's got a little spice to it. I like it.
Yeah, I can see that. And they're so cute. Michael did a good job putting all the garnishes on and making them beautiful. So thank you so much to Coastal Kitchen in Bayshore, which is adorable, obviously.
Yeah.
And Cinco de Mayo is coming. Are you going to do anything for Cinco de Mayo?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, I normally do like
Yeah, you'll go
margaritas
out, you'll
somewhere.
do something.
Maybe I'll go to Coastal.
Yeah, fun. Okay, so if you want to go to Coastal or find out more about it, it's coastalliny.com. Or you can just go to, of course, our app or Discover Long Island because they're a partner of ours. So they'll be all over that.
Yeah.
Which is great.
And just real quick, they have Margarita Madness every Thursday, 6 p.m. to close, and weekend brunch Saturdays and Sundays, 11:30 to 2.
I need to do this brunch. They're on our brunch menu, our brunch list. I need to do like just a brunching experiment around Long Island.
You should do it like the month of June.
Yeah.
Because you're gone all May. You should just do like
come back
every,
and just brunch.
And just brunch.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan, Sharon. I like how you think. Just so you know, a lot of other things happening on Cinco de Mayo if you're out and about.
Yes.
Of course, we always talk about Besitos. In Huntington, Roslyn, and West Islip.
Verde Kitchen and Cocktails in Bayshore.
Again.
And there we
What is
are
it?
again. I
Sharon,
don't know.
Your entire town
I know.
supports you.
I love that.
Your little village of Bayshore, they
love
all
it.
support you. Where's Target at?
Right?
You talk more
Target.
about Target.
Come on.
Where are you
Come
at? Sharon loves herself a Target sunset.
I mean, really.
And then we've been talking about this one a lot too. Dos Toros in New Hyde Park. I've seen the TikToks and stuff that we've done of them. That looks amazing.
They look so good, right?
I know.
A burrito.
There's
I
so
love
many
a
great
good burrito.
places to do Mexican and celebrate Cinco de Mayo, which is the day after the Kentucky Derby.
I know. It's such a crazy weekend.
There's a lot of places having Kentucky Derby events, which we talked about a couple of them last time, but also I heard Mulcahy's is doing a bourbon Kentucky Derby.
Bourbon festival. I think that's so cool.
And then Kentucky Derby's May 4th, which is fun.
Yeah.
I'm down for that. Okay, so what else is going on as far as like any Long Island life, Sharon?
Did you see UBS Arena is hosting the VMAs?
I heard that. I had that a little bit on the T.
Oh, a celebrity?
No. I mean,
Okay.
I'd heard that a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
I knew about it,
So exciting.
but I couldn't say anything.
I
I was
sworn to
embargoed.
secrecy?
Yeah. Pretty cool.
That is so cool.
No, I was like, in fact, I called Kenzie and I was on the phone with her and she was at Arizona State. I'm like, guess what? We're getting the MTV VMAs at UBS Arena. And her roommate heard me and she's like, I'm putting it on Twitter right now. I was like, girl,
my God.
you better not.
No,
you better not. They're like, torture me.
Oh my God.
No, that is huge. It's September 10th. And that, I mean, talk about, like we were just talking about, Chicago and evolution and all that. This is how a destination evolves.
Absolutely.
Is you start to host world-class, like, that's going to put Long Island on the map for so many people around the world that watch the VMAs.
It's unbelievable. And so we're definitely going to be doing some geo-targeting,
I'm so
geofencing
excited.
advertising, right?
Of course, I was talking to Tegan and she was like, I bet Taylor Swift will be there.
I'm sure.
I'm like, I don't know. Did you hear the Tortured Poets department?
What do you think?
No, I'm obsessed.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get all the way through.
It takes a while. You got to
It
listen.
does take a while. And I'm just a little surprised at her profanity.
Oh.
To be honest. I know she curses a lot on her other, but like she's...
That's funny.
It's like a mom hearing your kid curse for the first time.
Yeah. I can totally see that with your kids being little.
Yeah.
Especially.
And they're just now up, like Everly sings Taylor. Like, Mom, she looks like Taylor Swift. Mom, I want to listen to Taylor Swift. Mom, and I'm like, she's 4.
Right, exactly. It's a lot for you know what, it's true. My kids have kind of grown up with her and so she has eased into it as she's gotten older.
Yeah. This one though, she is dropping F-bombs and I'm like, whoa.
There's so much tea around this album.
I know.
I love it. Have you been listening to it, Michael?
Just one specific song that is about Kim Kardashian.
Oh yeah, Michael's not a fan.
Not necessarily really happy with it. It's really catchy though, the song. So I will admit that.
Yeah. It's called Thank You, Amy. Have you heard about this?
Spelt.
But the K and thank and the A or the I and the M are capitalized, so it spells out Kim. I could. That's right. I thought about you. Michael's not too happy with that.
It's just art. Is she not over it?
No.
I guess she's not over it.
No, she's not. Listen, she'll tell you. Taylor will tell you. Don't. She does not forgive or forget. Just so you know. And I'm like, same. I'll remember I may be nice to you.
Yeah.
But just so you know.
But writing a song about it.
Yep.
Okay.
Because one of her other songs, and listen, I like Kim too. I think I like Kim Kardashian. I'm a Kim fan. We've had her producer on for her podcast, and I do appreciate what she has done as far as a brand. I think she works really hard.
Super smart. Yeah.
Yeah, she is super smart.
Yeah.
So I'm not like here for the beef, but I do think like she has this other song called "Who's Afraid of Little Old Me," and then it's like, "You should be." I'm like, "Ooh, girl." I love it.
Yeah, no, it's I've listened halfway through so far, and I do love it because I'm just like a new Swiftie.
Yes,
and I just really love her music.
It's interesting. The first thing you kind of go through it, and you're like, wow, this is a lot. She's to digest. But having Tegan in the household, who was like
dissecting it for you,
yes, I had this TikTok, and I had to play it for her because it was like Swifties, and they're like, so. What happened is, if you notice in the background, she held up a number 2, and that, if you go back to this, there's like decoding everything. You're like,
there's
okay.
so much,
It's
so
wild.
much.
It's wild.
It is.
But the funny thing is, I told you in the last episode, they thought everything was going to be about her ex Joe.
Yeah,
because she was with him for 6 years, and turns out there's a couple things in there. So Long London, like I said, was one of the song about by Joe. Yeah, because he's a London boy.
Yeah.
Turns out most of the songs are about her rebound that she had with the lead singer of the 1975, who's Matt Healy.
Matt Healy, yeah.
Who is apparently like a hot mess.
Yeah.
Now I've been seeing him all over TikTok where they're playing her song lyrics with him. I'm like, whoa.
There it is.
That guy.
There it is.
He may have, that's who should be afraid of Taylor Swift. Like, oh.
But how long did they date? Like 6 months?
Yeah, wasn't that
It wasn't long.
I don't
So
know.
why devote a whole album?
I know. That's what people are saying. But I think, it was a tough, I think the rebound. The rebound.
Yeah, it's always rough.
When you're coming out of a hard relationship. She says, because I've been listening, she's been on Sirius XM on channel 13.
Yes, yeah.
Which is her lucky number. And she said, she doesn't say him, but she's like, when you get love bombed, there's one about like called, what's it called? Something like the down low or the down hard. And it's about beaming. She's like, you feel like when you get love bombed, you feel like you've been beamed up to like aliens. And you've experienced this whole other world, and then they put you down. And she's like, and you're like, wait, I liked it up there. I was experiencing this. I wanted it. And she's like, and then you can't tell anyone about it because everyone thinks you're crazy.
Aww.
I was like, I like it when she explains her songs like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, love. Still, I'm still going through it too.
Yeah. It's a lot. 33 songs.
This is why I love Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Okay. And not dissimilar to Kim, is she's a grinder.
Yeah.
She works. She will not be outworked.
Right.
And that's what I always said is Discover Long Island. Like during the shutdown, what did we do? We didn't slow down.
No.
We ratcheted up to level 10 and just started pumping out content.
Yeah. Yep. We did.
And that's what she did.
We did.
And she's still on her tour. Most people do a tour, take a break, do an album, do a tour, take a break.
Yeah. No,
Middle
she's
of her
like,
tour.
and like releasing albums. I think Shannon is a huge Taylor
Yes,
Swift fan, like
that's why I love
major
Shannon.
Taylor Swift fan. And she was kind of doing the same thing, dissecting it with me and telling me like, and she's got all these predictions about when she's re-releasing her
Reputation.
and debut.
Here for that.
Yeah.
Reputation's my favorite album. Favorite. I love Angry Taylor.
I
This
love
is why I'm here
Angry
for this
Taylor.
album.
Yeah.
I love Angry Taylor.
Yeah.
To me, I'm like, feed me.
Yeah.
Preach.
Preach, sister. I love it.
I love it. So interesting. I was going to talk to you about that, but love all of the music that's coming out. It's the VMAs at UBS Arena is going to be on September 10th. Just a game changer for us. I cannot wait. I'm so proud. And the UBS Arena is going to shine.
Oh, it's already shining. I feel like
It's
they're
awesome.
doing
You're
so
going
good.
tonight.
I'm going tonight. I'm so
You
excited.
like threw your favorite.
I'm so excited.
You're going to check that bucket
I
list.
am. We're going to the Islanders playoff game tonight, so I'm so excited.
Lucky.
I'm going with my brother. I'm taking my brother and Braden.
Oh, that's so fun.
My brother is a diehard Islanders fan, like major. So when I was talking about like the traffic and stuff, like that's what I was talking about. But he also works for the MTA, so he takes the train right there and he loves it.
Amazing.
So we're excited.
Are you going to take the train?
Yep. Yeah,
It's
I'm
so
excited.
I can't wait to hear it. It's like right there.
It
It's
is.
so easy.
I did it for, like I said, Zach Bryan, and you know what it is it's so convenient. Like you literally don't have to worry.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's fun. The energy on the train when especially for a playoff game.
Oh God.
Everyone's like, woo,
So
here we
my
go.
brother has this huge, like he's such an Islanders fan, and he's trying to get Braden to be an Islander. A while ago, I told you he got him a jersey. It turns out he got Dan a jersey too, and I didn't know that. So they look custom made jerseys. So it says Wyman on the back. And that's
why you didn't know which player
I
it
was
was.
like, I don't know who it
Wyman.
is.
Oh my God, are you going to wear your custom?
So I tried Dan's on.
Okay.
And it's literally like mid calf.
Oh, it's too big. Yeah.
I felt like Ariel coming off the boat. I'm like, I need a rope.
Yeah.
To like.
That's so funny. I like that analogy.
Yeah. So I texted Shannon and I texted my babysitter. I'm like, who are both huge Islanders fans. I'm like, bring me all your girl Islanders stuff in so that I
You
can
gonna
borrow
represent?
a shirt. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
going to be so
I'm so
fun.
excited.
I cannot wait to hear about it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Go Islanders.
Go
I hope we
Let's
win.
go Islanders. I can't wait.
Oh my gosh, good for you.
Yeah.
Thank you for going too on behalf of Discover Long Island because
yeah.
we love our relationship with UBS,
UBS,
and
they're
Oakview
awesome.
Group, which is like the management company that oversees.
I've been texting with them like all day, all week.
Yeah, they're
so
great.
awesome.
Oh my God, they're a global corporation.
And we talked about the training of the staff at UBS at the concessions and things. I wonder if it comes from Oakview.
I wonder if it
because
does.
all of them have that same personality,
Yeah.
that hospitable, just
Yeah.
so sweet.
They're an amazing corporation.
Yeah.
And just saying, they also manage convention centers.
So.
I know. I don't know, but we love Oakview and UBS. I can't wait to hear about it. Okay, so what else is going on other than that? Michael gave us this really cool thing. So we have one of our new partners is the New York Brewers Association.
Yep.
Right? Is it the New York Brewers Association? I think so. And they're having a really cool New York's original lager festival. I don't drink a lot of beer, but when I do, I love a lager.
A good lager, yeah.
I love it. So I was like, I
don't love beer either, but is a shandy like the same thing as a lager?
I don't think so. Shandy's is that a wheat?
I like a
You
shandy.
a little wheat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what Thomas likes.
Yeah.
A little bit of a wheat beer. I'm just like a pure lager.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. They're clean and it's just like light. And there is New York's original lager festival is taking place on May 18th. It's called Das Bock. Long Island Brewers Guild is our partner. Mm-hmm. If you want to go, if you go to Discover Long Island's Instagram right now, we have a giveaway going on. We're giving away 4 tickets.
4 tickets to this festival. Sounds
Thanks to our
so
partners.
fun.
Yeah.
I want to go anyway.
And also, just go out and have yourself a great Long Island beer at one of our many, many brew pubs.
I think that's what's so amazing about Long Island is not only are we known for our wineries and vineyards and things like that, but we have a ton of breweries.
Yeah. I remember hearing the governor one time talk about downtown revitalization.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk a lot about our downtowns. Patchogue has been revitalized and Farmingdale and Bayshore. There's so many of our great downtowns. And she's like, you can always tell when a downtown is getting revitalized because the first thing is a new brewery opens. And I'm like, it's so true.
Yeah.
So many of our great breweries are the anchors.
They are. And I love the fact that 90% of them start out of somebody's garage.
Yeah.
And then they open up their own brewery. They're just so incredible. I love that we have
Remember
so much.
we had the one that came and saw us at the Jones Beach Air Show, and it was like the Jones Beach
The
Brewery.
Jones Beach Brewery.
Ah,
they
those
were
some good
awesome.
beers.
Yeah.
And I loved all the names, and the cans are so cute.
Yeah, the stories behind them. That's what I
know.
love about them.
The Long Island Brewers Guild. So if you want to know about them, you can go to discoverlongisland.com and look for them, and then you can find all of their businesses and members through us. And they'll be on the app and everything too. So the cool thing is wherever you are on Long Island, you can open our app and the Long Island Brewers Guild will pop up and tell you which brewery is near you too. Although, drink responsibly.
Yes.
Speaking of our website, we have a couple of new blogs.
Yeah, this was so cool. So we have best attractions on Long Island. Awesome. The blogs are listing like Old Westbury Gardens, Vanderbilt Museum and Planetarium, Sands Point Preserve and Adventureland. I love
them.
that.
Did you see our friends at the Vanderbilt were at our networking opportunity?
Yes.
They're everywhere. They're so great.
They're doing such a good job at literally like showing up because they really, for
I know,
a while.
we need to go there.
Yeah.
We need to have an event at the Vanderbilt because I need to go there now that it's getting like
There's
warm
so
and
much
sunny.
going on there that I forgot.
Such a beautiful museum, planetarium, place for weddings, pictures, graduation pictures.
Yeah.
It's a gorgeous I just love the Vanderbilt
It's
Museum.
beautiful.
And they're such great people and partners. I love them.
And then we have another blog about best hiking trails on Long Island. Elizabeth Morton National Wildlife Refuge is in Sag Harbor, the Cold Spring Harbor Trail, and then the Montauk Point Loop in Montauk. So there's this trail on Long Island that goes from, I think it's Cold Spring Harbor down to Wantagh. I think it's like 26 miles of a hiking trail. That's like ambitious, but I want to do it. I think that's so cool. Going from north to south, that's awesome.
I don't think people realize that about Long Island. You can tell when we do our surveys of like meeting planners, everybody thinks it's, like I said, like Queens, New Jersey, all the way through. And I'm like, even the biking trails that we have, the walking trails, even today when I was in Southampton Village, they were like, the cool thing about Southampton Village, it's completely walkable. And so is like Amagansett. And you literally just take the train. You can get off the train, walk the whole downtown, do these hiking trails. Yeah. And it like be in the woods, be in the shops, do all these, and then just get on the train.
Yeah.
Like
head
just
back wherever you're going.
Bypass. That way you can have your beer.
Yeah.
Go have your beer.
Exactly.
Have a cocktail.
Go to a
You
brewery.
Don't have to worry
Yeah.
about driving. You just get on the train.
Yep.
It's really, people don't realize what a walkable destination, even Bayshore,
Yeah.
Farmingdale.
Babylon.
You
Yep.
can just get off the train.
And you're right in the heart of
And most of the breweries and everything, they're literally right there. You can walk straight
a lot
there.
of the breweries. They're like by the train stations because
Yes.
it's like industrial. You know,
Correct.
it's
you
so
just
cool.
get off and you go straight in. And you don't have to worry about any of it.
No way. I love it.
People don't, but I really think people don't realize that how easy it is to leave your car behind.
Well, we were going to do something, right? We were going to do like a little promotion on that.
Yeah.
just so
We love, by the way, we work a lot with the MTA. And so the Long Island Railroad, obviously we love them. If you go to mtaaway.com, we actually supply all of that content from Long Island. We give itineraries. We're like telling people how to utilize the train. And we do a lot of that, but I don't think we share as much of it ourselves. I mean, it's amazing.
It's so
people
easy.
are blown away.
Yeah. I mean, even as a Long Islander, you know, nothing beats hopping on the train and heading out to Patchogue, or, you know, from where I am, I don't have to drive to Patchogue. I can take the train.
Yeah.
Or, you know, like one downtown to another, as opposed to like going into the city or the UBS Arena or something like that. Like you can just go from one downtown, like, hey, we're going to Patchogue tonight. Let's
Yeah,
hop
you
on
can
the
do a
train.
little hop, a little train hop, a little downtown hop.
I love it.
It's really cool. And you know what? And it's cooler now because the weather's getting better.
And it's so much easier to get.
So right now, this is why
walkable.
if you wonder why we're going on and on, because because obviously this is
we're
what you want to do.
excited. We want to do it.
I know. And you know what else is can make me excited real quick? Speaking of, and we're just going on about our organization ourselves today, but Stacy just got back because we have our Belong videos that are our small business videos we've talked about. If you ever you can go to our YouTube page, Discover Long Island NY, and you can see like why Long Island has the best bagels, about the cigar Indian restaurant and Del Vino Vineyards and the chalk
They're
art.
just their authentic
Oh my
stories
God,
from these
they're
business owners.
And they're cute, like 3-minute videos.
Yeah.
But they're real people. So when you go to these places, you can go to the bagel store, you can go to these vineyards, you'll see
meet
these
them.
people.
Yep. Mhm.
They're there. And the cigar restaurant, they're these Indu, they're there.
Yeah.
And I love that. And so we're filming our next 3.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
I am so pumped. Stacy on our team came back from the walkthrough today. And of course, it's like a picture perfect day. So I was like, please tell me you took the drone.
Oh.
Yeah. No, but that's okay. Next week looks nice too.
Yeah.
So we're doing 3 different videos. One, we're doing a veteran artist who overcame PTSD through art and helps to share that with other veterans.
Yeah.
In Southampton, we were talking about it, and you can see his art at all the Starbucks. We're doing one video on Little Ram oysters.
So cool.
I'm like super pumped to hear these stories.
I know.
Because Little Ram oysters are about a female couple who from Manhattan came down and decided to give up their city life. It's like literally
open up a
Green Acres.
business. Yeah.
And start farming oysters.
I remember that. I remember reading that article on Newsday, like when it came out. When
They've
they
been in
came.
the New York Times.
Yeah.
They've been
Amazing.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Because they're like baddies.
I know. I love that for them.
And they are really clever marketing. And so I can't wait to hear their full story.
Yeah. Same.
And then the third one is Wilfred, who's our board member.
I know.
And he owns the Arbor
View House.
The Arbor View House in Greenport, and he is also the president of the North Fork Bed and Breakfast Association, and a Black-owned business.
Yeah, and he's just, if anybody ever in the world just meets Wilfred, you can literally hang out with him.
Oh, Stacy came back and she was like, "Okay, it was exactly how I thought it was going to be." She's like, makes me miss my grandparents.
Yeah.
Like he's got stories.
And he
so
pulls stories
sweet.
out of you. Like, you know, he
Sweetest.
knows. Like, he's like soulful.
She's like, it took us at least half an hour
Yeah.
just to get into what we actually need to talk about on film.
Because he's just so,
These
loves
are
it.
3-minute 3-minute videos. It's going to be hard to keep Wilfred in the 3, but he's just the cutest, most charming, adorable man. And his story is amazing as well. I love these videos. And I'm super excited. This is the tea.
so excited.
We're spilling some serious tea.
Yeah,
You're
I
hearing
love
it
it.
first.
I love it. They're gonna be awesome.
Yeah, they're going to be. We'll have them. We'll do a big announcement probably in like June.
Yeah, yeah.
But here we come.
I'm so excited.
I know so many great stories.
Yeah.
Not just from the ones we tell, and I love that we get to hear it through their eyes and their
know.
lens and their voices.
You
which I'm
want to hear
excited
something
about.
excited?
Yeah.
So back last weekend, I took the girls roller skating at United Skates.
Okay.
And we had the best time. And so much so that I purchased myself a pair of rollerblades.
I'm sorry.
Everybody has this reaction. I love rollerblading.
Michael, I looked at Michael and he's just like, no comment.
Why? This is so fun and exciting.
Wait, like not roller skates. You bought roller blades?
Yeah.
Where are you going to do said rollerblading? Indoors or outdoors?
My freshly paved roads in Bayshore. I'm excited. So I'm excited because the weather's getting nicer and I don't like to run. I don't like to.
The last time that I did it, I swear I like broke a bone. Like
Yeah.
I fell
This
and
is what
I
I'm worried
couldn't
about.
walk for like at least a month.
I'm so excited for this.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
first of all, I'm proud of you
Thank
for
you.
doing that.
Thank you.
But I am 100% worried. I mean,
It's so
one
funny 'cause everybody
piece of
has
gravel,
this exact
one little piece
reaction.
I just think when you're doing that, there's a guy on my street, my crazy neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
that rides like an electric unicycle thing. Have you seen those?
Mm-hmm,
It's like a little bitty unicycle, and he zips all around.
Yeah.
just wearing this thing. I'm like, one piece of gravel, one little crack in the road
Mm-hmm.
could you're done. You're toast.
Well, yeah, Dan's like, you need to get a helmet. And I'm like, no, of course.
Yeah.
So I've been
And
like
then
taking my
cars-
new wheels out for a spin every day
Oh
after
my
work.
God. Have you been?
Yeah. And it's so, like, brings me right back.
Really?
So like my kids are, out at their friend's house playing around the block or whatever. And I rollerblade on over and I'm like, hey guys, what's up? And they're
Seriously.
like, do it. Can you jump? Can you do tricks? And I was like, whoa, calm down.
Sharon, I feel like I need photographic proof.
Yeah, everybody's saying that. I think it's so funny.
We've got to put this. Our hot teas need to see this.
All right.
And by them, I mean me.
Okay.
Do you wear like cute, like, are we in neon, like 80s spandex? Or how far back are we going with this trend? Do you have the headband?
No.
Are we listening to tunes while we do
Listen
it?
to tunes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Let's get physical. Olivia Newton-John.
Yes.
Is this what are we
Little
listening
Stevie
to?
Nicks,
Yeah. That's
Excited.
amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah, so
You
I
had
found
so
something
much fun that you bought rollerblades. I'm stunned by this news. This is the most tea. I can't believe you buried the lead on this, Sharon. We should have kicked the show off with that. Wow. Okay.
yeah.
Cool. I won't be doing that because I would 100% break a hip. I mean, it's one thing. Look at you. You're taking up skiing.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking.
You're
That's what I'm
taking up
saying. I'm
rollerblades.
adventurous in my old age.
You are.
It's coming out of nowhere.
You're
I
a
don't
good
know.
role model for the kids. And it's never too late to get back on those blades.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Speaking of things that are kind of making a comeback, a little bit of celebrity.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know if there's just no new good ideas.
Okay.
But one of the things that another reboot I heard about this morning, Jennifer Aniston is remaking 9 to 5.
Why?
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too. The one that starred
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton and Jane Fonda
Yeah.
and Lily Tomlin.
But Jennifer Aniston. But I could see it actually.
I don't know
could
that she's
see
gonna.
it.
I don't know if she's gonna. I'm sure she'll star in it.
Sure
But
she
it's
will.
her production company. 9 to 5 making a comeback along with Overboard.
Overboard and
Melrose
and
Place.
Melrose Place.
We're- like-
there was another one that I saw too. I forgot, but I was like, wow. They're just
Everything's
pulling
coming
them out.
back. I
Yeah.
know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if there's just no original ideas or
Yeah, I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know either. Also, here's my question. I have no idea what to wear to LA.
Okay.
Do you ever feel like that? Like, I look at the weather and it says like highs in the low 70s, but then it gets down in the 60s.
Okay.
I don't understand when you live in in
Yeah,
New York,
yeah.
and I know how to dress here,
Yeah.
which is usually all black,
Yep.
and I don't know.
I
How
don't
to
know.
dress
We're
in LA
popping color
anymore,
today. I like it.
right? How do you dress in LA, Michael?
So bring pants, bring hoodies, like kind of just prepare for everything. I mean, you're going to be going, what month? Is it still
No,
going
like next week.
Oh,
which was
so
IPW,
you
she's at
don't
a
need like
conference.
short shorts or anything.
No.
Like, yeah, I mean, just dress
I would
like like you're dressing now, I would say.
Okay. The problem is like it's a work thing, right? So
Yeah.
even at night, I'm not able to wear like leggings and hoodies. I would wear leggings and hoodies.
Yeah. But you
Yeah.
can
And
wear
Uggs.
like dresses that you can throw like
Yeah.
a denim
I
jacket
got to rent the
on.
runway hall, so
Have you ever been there?
I have been to LA many times, but
Oh yeah, we talked about it when you were in Beverly Hills, like the restaurant when they like surprised.
oh
you.
yeah.
That's the
That was
funniest story.
so funny. I told Michael, okay, I'll just retell it because we're
Yes,
a little ahead of
please.
stuff. So I was in Beverly Hills one time because we would do media events. Of course, when I lived in Arizona, LA, huge market for us.
Yep.
You know, it's like New York City to Long Island. And so we would go, and this is so back in the day. I was telling Michael, I'm like, back in the olden days, okay? Before the internet, before
You used to
really even
fax
cell phones.
itineraries. Yeah.
Right. And so, you know, we didn't have Yelp.
Right.
You had like Us Weekly, and that's how you heard about the hottest restaurant. We couldn't like make ours. So the hottest restaurant back then in Beverly Hills was called Mr. Chow.
Yes.
And so my friend Laura from Scottsdale and my little sister was going to Pepperdine in Malibu, and her best friend came, her friend Leroy. Not Leroy, because in Malibu
Leroy.
it's Leroy. They came, and so we were like, oh, we got dinner reservations at Mr. Chow. You know, you should come with us. And they were like, ooh.
I think you told this.
Yes.
This is when they had no menu?
They have no menus.
Yeah.
I told but you don't know that.
Right. It's crazy.
Because there was no reviews online.
Yeah.
Right. So back in the day, you
And
would
you
just go in
want,
blind.
Yeah.
So I remember I was like, I went to the bar because we waited a few minutes, and I asked the bartender, like, you know, can I see a list? And they were like, we don't have drink lists.
It's like chef's
They were
suggestions.
like, yeah. And I was like, well, what's the suggestion? Can you just tell me before you make? And he's like, oh, a lychee martini. I'm like, immediately no.
Right.
Like, no.
What is that?
Why can't I see a list?
I just want a cocktail.
Why can't I have an option? So then we sit down. I didn't realize that was the whole theme. No menus in the restaurant at all. Which is wild that people bought into this.
I know.
Okay.
Is it still in existence?
I
Is
have
what I want
no
to know.
idea, but we sat down and it was like so perplexing. The waiter came by, like usually you just say anything you can't eat, like allergies or whatever, and then the chef brings, and it just charges you anything.
Yeah. I
Just
think that's
whatever they want to charge
so
you.
crazy.
And I'm like, what? So I'm like, can you just give me like an idea?
Yeah. Just
Because
give me
I don't like
ballpark.
most things.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna like, I don't know.
Right.
Like honestly. And needless to say, I'm like, I'll just have some edamame. Because I didn't know what it was.
They are still open.
Oh, they're still
That's
open.
crazy.
So what do I know? I don't know
Obviously, maybe
anything.
it's
But this is
something-
LA. This is why LA perplexes me.
Yes.
God knows what you're walking into.
100%.
And it's nonsense.
I know.
I'm like, I'm sorry. You're just that what a concept. You're just gonna charge.
Yeah.
You're just gonna your food cost, you know what it's gonna be, because you're just gonna make people eat and pay for whatever the price is. And I remember the best part is we were leaving, and I was still poor. Back then I was in my 20s.
Yeah,
I think I was in my
This was
I
like
thought
an
I was up and
extravagant.
coming.
Yeah.
I'm up and coming in my career. I got reservations at Mr. Chow in Beverly Hills. I didn't know anything, and I had no money in reality. In Scottsdale, we call those kinds of people 30K millionaires. So I was poor. And of course, my sister and her friend were in college. So we left, and it was valet only. And of course, back then too, we had no money. And so we're like, sorry, we don't have any tips, don't have any cash. And I'll never forget Leroy. He was so funny because we're jumping in the car and he's like, we're ballers on a budget. And we like sped off.
Was this in your Mustang?
No, I'm sure it was a rental car.
Oh,
I don't think it was,
right,
it was
in
my
LA,
Mustang.
yeah.
But
That's funny.
it was, so this is why, thank you, Michael, for reminding me why LA makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like New York is, you know what you're going to
Yeah,
get.
you do.
There's no nonsense.
No nonsense, New York.
LA is like, I feel like it's beautiful and fantastical, but also like all nonsense.
Yeah, so you got to wear like, I don't know how to dress. That makes me nervous too.
I know.
Sorry.
I don't know what to wear, but you know, I saw their new, LA has a new, or maybe it's just Visit California. Their new tourism campaign is called like The Playground. And that's what it is. It's like a big California.
yeah.
It's like a playground. It's very, again, it's like, I say fantastical, and it's like this.
Yeah.
Which is fun, but stressful. I'm a New Yorker now.
Yeah.
I like to know what's up.
Yeah. You
New
need
York
to
is
know.
not fantastical.
There's
okay.
no
New York is like,
nonsense.
what's up?
Yeah.
What do you know?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I don't.
I know. Anyway.
I think that, so do you have like events planned for while you're there? It's obviously like
constantly.
dinner every night.
Every night.
Yeah.
Every night, events, and it's overwhelming.
I think it depends on where you go.
Yeah. Well, I'll figure it out. Worst case, you know what Thomas always says? Worst case scenario, there are stores there.
I love that.
There are stores.
That's
if I get there and I've packed
so
all the wrong
smart.
things, that's why they have stores.
That's why you can go shopping.
And you know what? Our visitors feel the same way when they come here. And that's why we love our visitors, because they love to shop.
I love that.
They come here and you're not like, oh, I forgot it. I'm just going to buy something.
Yeah. Did you get the director's brief this morning from
No.
Zartico? The the retail was like just
Really?
unbelievable. I'm like,
Oh, good. Our Zardico
Great.
data from Ted. Love it. So listen, speaking of retail and merch, make sure you go on to shop.discoverlongisland.com. Get our new Hamptons hat. It is so cute.
you're going to love it.
I swear. And by the way, there's a limited amount. We
Yeah.
only ordered a limited amount. So, and then we're going to switch
It's
it
just
up.
the intro to our Hamptons line.
So we're going to switch it up. So hurry up and get yours because they're going to go fast. Okay, so make sure you're leaving us all those 5-star reviews, following all of our social channels, going to Discover Long Island, reading our blogs, and make sure you keep tuning in.
See you next week.
The Long Island Tea Podcast is brought to you by Discover Long Island. For exclusive access to contests and promotions, follow Long Island Tea Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And for questions, comments, and collaborative inquiries, email spillthetea@discoverlongisland.com.